fairly soon after I left public schools, I was largely in the prosecutor's office, and that was fun. It was kind of a regular salary and that kind of thing. But as soon as I got out of there and started defending and doing civil law work, I found out how much more the emphasis had to be on getting money. And I didn't get along with that as well as I should have maybe. Like I should have been ready for that probably, but I really wasn't. And I've never really been good at chasing people down for money. So it started becoming apparent about them. And then I guess it was probably 6 or 7 years later, I finally said, this is crazy, this is not for me. I gotta go back to what I really like doing, and that's teaching kids.
So it prompted you to do teaching. What made you go from law to exactly teaching?
Because I was a teacher before. I was a teacher for a couple of years before law school. So I already had my license, and I had some experience, even though my experience wasn't great. It was in a different county, and the principal at that school didn't appear to me to really care as much about the students as I thought principals should. So I got kind of disgusted with that, and I really guess I kind of extrapolated it out to all of education. And so instead of looking for another teaching position somewhere, I just said, man, it must just be teaching. So that's when I got out of law. When I went into law, sorry. And then went to law school, passed the bar, practiced law for almost 10 years, and then came back after keeping my teaching license during law school. And while I was practicing law, I kept my teaching license on.
So it must have been crazy. How did you feel emotionally going into something with such a big career? You know, all that years of studying and training. Did you know when you were going into it that maybe it might not have been for you?
No, when I went into it, I really didn't. But I didn't know enough about it really to know what I was talking about, I guess. And I probably should have done more research on it and maybe hung out with some people who are actually doing those kind of jobs and talked more to people about it. But I figured, well, I'm smart. I got the test scores and everything, so it must be meant for me. And I wouldn't know what it was.
All right. Do you feel like this is your calling, like teaching, or do you have something else that you might want to do?
Probably rock star is really my calling. I'm kidding. Teaching, I think teaching or be involved with education of young people, particularly, I think is my calling. Yeah.
So what advice would you have for people going into the transition? Such a big transition.
Like wanting to change from one thing to another.
Yeah.
Research it well before you transition. Be sure you know what you want to do, that kind of thing. On the other hand, people now change jobs and careers more often than they used to. And people are more mobile, and it's more worldwide. So really, you kind of have more opportunities if you're willing to get out there and kind of look around for them and stuff than you used to. But the biggest thing I would say is check and make sure it's really for you before you make the jump.
Okay. And I know you have a lot of history with the environment. Do you think that has something to do with maybe you teaching or wanting to be involved?
Yeah, probably. And really I've had it for a long time, but I guess mostly I've kind of come around to my green ideas here in the last, couple of decades really, and that's been when I've been involved with teaching. So I'm sure there are links some here like thinking, well, what do we need to teach people in our world to kind of help take care of it better and stuff? And that is one of the things I try to do. Like modeling it with riding my bike, like Mr. Harris doesn't say, yeah.